Alright, I really wonder how people with point and shoot cameras like this Lumix that I've been using for a while are editing their pictures. Here's what I went through when I tried to edit mine. First of all, I wasn't able to recover much, virtually anything. Point and shoots mostly produce only JPEGs, and since these are compressed versions of the photo, they won't have the extra information compared to the RAWs. It was less I'll fix it in post and more trying to be accurate in camera and on the spot. My thoughts on this are that at first it was very annoying because I've gotten too comfortable with the let's fix it in post mentality, but after a few photos I could adapt and pay more attention before taking the pictures so that my future self was not that frustrated. I also reused the free presets that I have created for myself to ease the editing process. I wasn't expecting them to work, but they did, and in some cases without many tweaks, which I was super surprised about. Second, the ability to crop is also affected. This really depends on the resolution of the camera and what was I planning to do with the photo, but in general, when I wanted photos to be sharp, I was very restricted to the framing I already had. And same as with recovering details, as long as I took enough time while taking the picture to frame it properly, it was really manageable. Not really second nature though, at least for me, given that I'm used to cameras that have higher resolutions and I can just crop later, or even a phone camera for that matter. And here are also some tools and tips that actually helped me in this process and made my life a bit easier. First of all, some practicals, which is shoot during the day. Point and shoots, especially older ones, struggle with low light scenarios, and it wasn't really the exception with this one. So I avoided the night in some cases. With good enough daylight, the camera actually was impressive, with that extra nostalgic feel that older systems produce. Also, experiment with stylish shots. That is, long exposure, black and white, abstract shots, flash, or a combination of all of them. With all of this, it feels like the camera kind of breaks away from all the limitations and can compete with pretty much anything out there. It's really up to us to define the style, which is something I actually struggle with, but the process is fun anyway, so I would really recommend it. And last but not least, AI in Lightroom can really help in some cases. Tools like denoise or remove are useful to give the last few touches to some shots. These are not for all cases, but it's important to know that these tools are in your toolbox and you can use them at any moment. All in all, same as with shooting, editing point and shoot JPEGs took me out of my comfort zone, and I would really recommend it to anyone that's a bit tired of the same old process. Have fun.